No shade. This stuff is like crack in a bottle. It's simply lemonade with mango. If I had some liqueur to put in here, I'd be alright. My views for this video will be through the roof. But that's beyond the point. So, 2013 BillBoard Awards. Now, I live for the BillBoard Awards. Why? Because they do the music I like to listen to, and there's no roaches crip walking, and, well, there were a couple, but there's not a lot of rap and just antics. There's not like no country and no banjo banging and stuff like that. It's just pop music. The majority of it's pop music. And the stuff I love to listen to. So here are the performances. We'll just go in order of the way I watched them just like 30 minutes ago. I watched I watched most of them. I don't think I watched everybody because quite frankly I don't care to see everybody. I didn't watch Justin Bieber's performance by itself. I watched him and will.i.am because I didn't want to overdose on Bieb. So let's start with Bruno Mars. Excuse me. Bruno performed Treasure, my song. If you know anything, watch my what's it called? My Bruno Mars review. I cannot stop drinking this. I'm so sorry. It's rude. But I don't want to down it because I want to savor it because I'm not going to be able to get any more until after I finish recording this video. Anyway, Bruno Mars performed Treasure. And he was giving me Jackson 5 fever. And he was jamming. Y'all know I love Treasure. That's my favorite song. One of my favorite songs. And shadiest part of shadiest of all grades. Bruno Mars gets on that stage and don't lip sync, don't do none of this extra stuff that a couple of people who will be talked about in a few seconds did. And people just shade Bruno Mars like he has no talent at all. And if you ask me, that was one of the best in my top 3 performances. That was one of them. Brew and Treasure. Okay. So yeah, that was that. Let's talk about the events of the night. Miguel performed Adorn. Now, I'm not a fan of Adorn. I don't too much care for the song. I don't too much care for. Did I say Adele or Miguel? I'm sorry. I meant to say Miguel if I said Adele. I'm sorry. Miguel performed Adorn. I told myself I was gonna do that when I was in the bed too, because I did it right there. I was like, "What the hell is Adele doing?" I was like, "Oop, he's called him." I'm sorry, Miguel. Miguel performed Adorn, and he was, I guess, feeling himself, and he wanted to give us some Chris Brown wall to wall 2009 MTV VMAs where Chris Brown was jumping over people's head, and he didn't quite make it, and he essentially landed on 2 ladies' heads. I didn't know what to say. And the bad part about it is, in the video that was online, like on the BillBoard Vivo, they didn't cut it out. I saw their head hit the little thing and his butt hit the stage. I died. I damn near dead. I was like, is they okay? Let me tell y'all something about them. Them 2 motherfuckers ain't got no worries no more for the rest of their life. Because he about to adorn them with some cash. And I mean cash. I don't want no checks. I want cash. Next, my girls, Icona Pop. I love them. The I Love It girls, the confused ones that I still wouldn't want to date because they're confused and crazy. They sung my song, I Love It. And they did it. It wasn't like exciting. Well, I mean, it was exciting. That's all it was. It was one of those high level energy performances. The song says the same thing for the verse 1 and verse 2, so it couldn't have been that much to jump through hoops about. But it was still a good performance. I'd never seen them before. This was my first time actually seeing those girls, like actually seeing their faces. They're cute little girls. Well, I'm sure they're adults, but next, Chris Brown. Diamond, if you're watching, this is what I want you to do, because you might not like what I'm about to say. So I want you to just mute me for maybe the next minute and a half or so, because I'm about to discuss Chris Brown's Fine China performance. So, Chris Brown performed Fine China last night. Now, at this point in my life and in his career, I don't come to see Chris Brown perform or sing live anymore. I just come to see him dance. Call it shade if you want to. It is what it is. And this performance was no exception. First verse. When I say notes flatter than a mofo, I was worried when I saw that he was going to perform Fine China because there's a lot of falsetto in there. There's a lot of, high notes that I'm sure it took him a couple of takes in the studio to achieve. And he tried them all. At some point, he just was like, okay, fuck it, I'll stop. And I'll just this isn't going to work out. And I commend you for that because, A, that's what we have backing tracks for. At this point, we know Chris Brown can sing. We know he has vocal abilities. So you don't need to get up there and try to be Superman and be doing cartwheels and backflips and somersaults and then trying to hit these notes that are unforeseen at the same time. Minus the pancake notes. The performance was great, giving me Michael Jackson at the end with the hee and the all that good stuff. The fight scene, if you ask me, when he put that mic down and did a little whole fight scene, dance scene, best part of the performance. Okay, I'm done. Now I don't have nothing to distract me. What's next? Chris Brown, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is giving all these young bitches fever. And I mean all of you, all of them, all of y'all. That woman is pushing 50 and got up on that stage with Elmo on both arms and shit. Pulled her panties down and shit on that stage with Pitbull. This is my first time hearing this song too. Live It Up, I think is what it's called. Amazing. One of the top 3, if not number maybe 1. Of best performances of the night. She was up there dancing her ass off. She was giving her Living Color, Mother Gibson, 8 counts like no other. I was like, yes, Jennifer Lopez, you are the baddest bitch. The baddest bitch. And then I watched Nicki Minaj's High School. Now, granted, I don't care for Nicki Minaj or High School unless she should perform The Boys. That I would have jammed to, but she performed High School. I kind of like High School, the song. I didn't care for her performance. It was bland to me. I did appreciate her getting back to her hood roots, putting on some nice booty shorts, some leggings, and a little tank, and her little baseball hat. She didn't give me nothing extra, no stupid shit. It was just straight about it. Nicki Minaj from Southside Jamaica, Queens. That's what I wanted out of her, so kudos. will.i.am and Justin Bieber performed that Power song. Justin Bieber, I guess he didn't want to sing. I don't know if this was pre his performance or post his performance, but either way, he said, look, I just got off the stage or I'm getting ready to go on stage for my own shit. I ain't finna sit here and go all out for you, will.i.am. Rightfully so. However, that was the most boring performance I've ever watched in my damn life. will.i.am looked like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat, and I was trying to figure out who his stylist was and who should I shoot. I like the song though. Next, Selena Gomez got up there and showed her ass with her new single "Come and Get It" with the little Indian inspired. It looked like toilet paper was hanging from the ceiling, draped from the ceiling, and she was in her little get up. So she did that. She was cute too. Cute little Selena Gomez performance. Nothing much to talk about, but still cute. Pitbull and Christina Aguilera felt this moment. They felt it and they did it. Okay, I was living. However, it was pretty awkward to see just 2 of them on the stage. They should have had some dancers or something because it was just like when Christina Aguilera wasn't singing, she just sitting there doing her chuck and jive like. Then she'd get on what, and then like when Pitbull would be back, she would be back to. It was just like y'all should have hired some dancers or something. Christina Aguilera could have did some 8 counts. She could have went back to her Genie in a Bottle days. Remember she was dancing in those videos. I ain't seen her dance since that album for real. Last performance I watched at least. Taylor Swift's 22, my favorite song until I turned 23. I love Taylor Swift, and I think I'm becoming a Swiftie. Is that what her fans are called, Swifties, or are we Swifters? Whatever, I'm a Swiftie. Besides the fact that I love this song, I just love that performance. It was so happy and so cheerful and so youthful and so exciting, and I wanted to just crip walk on the stage with her because I love her, and I'm 22. So, I don't want to give out best performance. If I had to, if you put a gun to my head and said give a best performance or I'll shoot you, I would have to say Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull, Will Live It Up, and closely followed by Taylor Swift's 22, and then Bruno Mars' Treasure. That's the order. Miguel didn't do anything for me, and then Chris Brown comes immediately after. So yeah, that's that. Now we'll talk about the awards in another video because this is long. Okay, all right, guys, peace. Ooh.